Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As you know, here at Channel Name, we love exploring the curious nooks and crannies of history, especially those moments that, while seemingly small, carry the weight of changing the world. And today, we're diving headfirst into the wonderfully weird world of US presidential inaugurations. These aren't just fancy parties with tiny sandwiches, oh no. They're symbolic transfers of power steeped in tradition and sometimes even fraught with a little bit of drama. So buckle up as we explore some of the most fascinating facts about these momentous occasions, from the first awkward handshake to the speeches that defined a generation. Let's get started. Our journey begins all the way back in 1789 with none other than the big GW himself, George Washington. You know, the guy on the dollar bill, the general who could supposedly chop down a cherry tree faster than you can say, "I cannot tell a lie." Yeah, that guy. Imagine the pressure. You've just fought a revolution. You're elected the leader of a brand new nation. And now you have to figure out how to actually a president. There was no rule book, no inaugurations for dummies. Washington's inauguration, held in New York City, the temporary capital at the time, was a momentous occasion. It marked the beginning of the United States experiment in democracy and set the stage for centuries of presidential transitions. Can you imagine the whispers in the crowd? The murmurs of, "What does he with that hand?" as he awkwardly figures out how to greet people as Mr. President, not General Washington. From the oath of office, taken with his hand on a Masonic Bible, how's that for symbolism, to the inaugural address that outlined his vision for the nation, Washington's first inauguration established many of the traditions we still see today. It wasn't perfect, it was probably more than a little awkward, but hey, that's how traditions are born, right? Fast forward a few decades, and we find ourselves in the midst of the Civil War. The year is 1865, and Abraham Lincoln, the man who held the Union together with spit, grit, and some truly epic beard game, is inaugurated for his second term. Now, this wasn't your typical celebratory affair. The nation was still reeling from the wounds of war, and Lincoln, ever the empathetic leader, used his second inaugural address to call for peace and reconciliation. This wasn't a victory speech, no sir. This was Lincoln, standing on the precipice of a nation on the mend, urging his fellow Americans to bind up their wounds, to care for those who had borne the battle, and to strive for a just and lasting peace. His words, etched in stone on the Lincoln Memorial, still resonate with their power and compassion. It's a stark reminder that inaugurations aren't just about pomp and circumstance, but about the enduring spirit of a nation. Imagine being there, the echoes of cannon still ringing in your ears, the faces in the crowd etched with both grief and hope, and Lincoln's voice, a beacon of calm amidst the storm, urging his nation toward a brighter future. Now, let's jump ahead to the 1940s, where we meet Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the only president to serve 4 terms. Thanks a lot, 22nd Amendment. FDR's fourth inauguration, taking place in 1945, was a much more subdued affair than his previous ones. The world was embroiled in World War II, and the United States was grappling with the economic hardships of the Great Depression. Instead of the traditional grand ceremony, FDR opted for a simple short ceremony at the White House. It was a reflection of the somber times, a recognition that the nation's focus was on the war effort, not on lavish celebrations. But even in its simplicity, FDR's fourth inauguration held a powerful message of resilience and determination. Imagine standing there, surrounded by the weight of history, the echoes of war reverberating across the globe. FDR, his voice weakened by illness but his spirit unbroken, rallied the nation, reminding them that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope, always the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're rocketing into the 1960s, a time of cultural shifts and, you guessed it, some seriously cool hats. John F. Kennedy's inauguration in 1961 wasn't just about a new president, it was about a new era. This was the first televised inauguration, beamed directly into living rooms across the nation. Suddenly, everyone had a front row seat to this historic event. And JFK, the young charismatic leader, knew how to work a camera. His inaugural address, delivered in his trademark eloquent style, is considered one of the most memorable in American history. Those iconic words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," resonated with a nation eager for change and inspired a generation to embrace public service. Imagine huddling around the television, the black and white images flickering to life as this young, energetic president challenged you, yes, you, to make a difference in the world. It was a call to action, a reminder that even in an age of uncertainty, even in the face of a world on the brink, there was still hope, still the possibility for greatness. And finally, we arrive at a moment that shattered barriers and redefined what it meant to be President of the United States. Barack Obama's first inauguration in 2009 wasn't just a political event, it was a cultural earthquake. The son of a Kenyan father and an American mother, Obama's ascent to the presidency was a testament to the enduring power of the American dream. As millions watched around the world, Obama took the oath of office, becoming the first African-American president of the United States. It was a moment of immense historical significance, a symbol of progress and a testament to the changing face of America. Think about it. Generations of struggle, of fighting for equality and justice, culminated in this one incredible moment. It was a message to every child, no matter their background, that in America anything is possible. It was a promise fulfilled, a nation transformed. And there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour through some of the most fascinating facts about US presidential inaugurations. From George Washington's nervous handshake to Barack Obama's history-making oath of office, these events offer a glimpse into the ever-evolving story of the United States. We've seen how these ceremonies have reflected the challenges and triumphs of their times, from the Civil War to the Civil Rights Movement, and we've seen how the words spoken on those steps have the power to inspire, to heal, and to shape the course of history. So the next time you see an inauguration on TV, remember that you're not just watching a ceremony, you're witnessing a living, breathing piece of history. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these facts, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more interesting content. See you next time.